off with AJ, which, go with your banger first.
Rich, you're in the gunner
Yes,
seat.
please do. Because I don't know what you want me to do.
I'm just kidding. Hey, it's open mic night tonight on Tuesday. Everyone, we got Marcus, we got Rav, we got Dylan, and we have Big Rich over there. And how we all doing?
Y'all could go. You could
ready to go, guys. Doing good, brother.
Well, then y'all can go
Since YouTube likes messing with me, I'm just gonna put Phil Gardner in my picture again.
And she lost it.
Oh man. Anyway, what's going on? We were talking about some WrestleMania stuff before we got on. I just wanted to see if the conversation was going to continue.
I was going to choke slam through you. I was going to choke slam you through a table.
I mean,
what's that?
Well, I was like, it was ridiculous that Stephanie McMahon apparently is going to be the last one on stage, and in terms of she's going to be the one that they're featuring more at the Hall of Fame than AJ Styles, which is insane to me. Stephanie McMahon. You could argue that she should be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, Stephanie instead of Shane, even that. I know what's going on behind the scenes and all that, but that's just crazy.
It's the COO's wife. Of course, she's gonna close out. Oh, what's her accomplishment? 1 women's title. AJ done more than that. Grand Slam. 2-time this. 2-time
she's
that.
chief brand officer.
That too.
I don't even think she even has an official title with WWE anymore. Other than having the podcast.
Oh, we lost Rich.
I don't even think she even has.
Yeah, Rich got to be having some internet issues. Wonder if his storm's rolling through his neck of the woods. I mean, what would you expect?
Let's see.
Maybe it's the fact that Stephanie McMahon is married to her son Triple H, but who knows if that's got something to do.
Well, it's kind of like the 2021 class, the 2020 Hall of Fame class, when they let Bill Cowher go last, when they should have let Troy Polamalu go last. Because right after Troy Polamalu, so many people left. It was sad.
What?
Is it Jenna Chano?
That's.
All right then. No.
So that's what I feel the vibe. That's what I feel the vibe is going on here, Rav.
I can understand the thinking with the Polamalu and Cowher thing. I just don't see it with Stephanie McMahon. I just don't understand that. You got AJ Styles, I think, is probably the greatest wrestler in the last 30 years, not named Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, or Ric Flair. And you're telling me somebody who is a contributor basically is center stage instead of AJ.
And basically, it's because it's her grandfather found the company. I mean, she's a third generation McMahon, and the first McMahon to go in since her grandfather 30 years ago. She went in before her own dad and her brother and her mother.
No, Vince has been in the Hall of Fame for a while.
Vince Sr. been in the Hall of Fame. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, he hadn't been in the Hall of Fame yet.
Vince Jr. has been in. Vince has been in before they had all this, what they have right now. I think it was like early 90 or something like that. He was inducted in the very early part of it. But it's just you Triple H. Then you had him out there for 35 minutes last year, and then you had Stephanie, first one named in, and you had it's becoming incestual almost. Like Kevin Nash was one 40 minutes. I don't know. I mean, I didn't like that. I didn't think that was cool that you have that there as well.
Well, she was announced back in the summer, where everyone else was announced the last couple months. So that kind of told us she could be the first ballot Hall of Famer when it should be AJ.
I mean, Demolition had to wait, what, 30 some years?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
So it sounds like we're saying Vince McMahon was a lot harder of a GM to let people into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, here he is. Maybe Rich can explain this better.
Explain what?
Well, we were talking about how it's kind of bullcrap. Stephanie McMahon is a first ballot, but it's because the company was founded by her grandfather and this and that. And Vince McMahon has not been in the Hall of Fame yet. Just Vince McMahon Sr. was inducted in '96. But she was announced back in July where everyone else was back in January. And that's where we left off after you were cut off.
I just said,
Yeah,
I also said by letting her go last, it was like Hall of Fame when they should have let Paul Amalu go last instead of Bill Cowher.
No, the one big difference with this is if you sit there and look at putting her on last, to be honest, is actually maybe better because everybody's going to be so out of it by that point that they're not going to be paying attention in the first place when she gets up there. At least AJ, they're going to be
Who
paying
deleted
attention.
that
to
comment? I was reading it.
I don't
I was
know.
trying to put it
got
on.
cut off. I was
reading that comment. I just wanted to see what that guy had to say.
something about freaking war.
Yeah, get him off. I didn't delete it, but I would have did the same thing. Get him off.
I was trying to read it.
Did you delete it, Dylan?
Steph going last. Okay. I hope if they're doing that, that means AJ is going to go first, so that he can get the proper attention that he's supposed to get. They're doing this thing right after SmackDown, and like they did last year. And this thing ain't gonna,
They get a 2 hour. They get a 2 hour break in between. Like when SmackDown's off the air, they got 2 hours to dress formal, walk the red carpet, and all that shit. And just think, maybe he should start. That way, everyone will be wide awake and hyped to watch him, and they won't be half-ass asleep. They can fall asleep when Stephanie talks.
Well,
Like
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But think about this, Marcus. If we're talking 10 o'clock, that's 11 o'clock Eastern, okay? 2 hour break, that's 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern when this damn thing is going to start.
A restaurant brand.
It's not going to start till 1 in the morning on the East Coast. It's going to be 9 o'clock on the West Coast. But it's going to be the middle of the night before this freaking thing even starts.
10
anyway.
o'clock on the West Coast. If you said it starts at 1 here.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
9 o'clock on the West Coast because it said midnight Eastern, so 9 a.m. Pacific.
Okay, so they're only giving them an hour then.
Vegas
Unless
is
They're only giving them an hour in between
they're only doing
because
an hour of
SmackDown goes off at 11 Eastern.
Unless you're only doing an hour of SmackDown.
No, they're doing
No.
3 hours.
No, they were stupid going 3 hours. They should have stayed at 2. Plus, it's hosted by
Yeah,
The Miz and Michael Cole.
Right, but if they're on, if they're going on at midnight Eastern time, you want AJ going first. Because by the time Stephanie gets on that stage, it's going to be 1 or 2 in the morning on the East. It's going to be probably 2 in the morning on the East Coast. People aren't going to stay up that late, not knowing that they got 2 more nights of WrestleMania that's going to be 5 hours apiece. And it's going to suck out loud as it is, except for a few, quality matches. No. By the time they need to lead with AJ.
There's a reason why that it's live on YouTube because they know no one's going to stay up till all hours of the night unless the quote-unquote diehards do. But I sure as hell won't. I'll watch AJ's introduction and Demolitions, and that's it. I don't give a shit for Dennis Rodman's. I don't give a crap about the legacy shit. And I definitely don't care about Stephanie's going to drag. I want to see who drags it longer, her or her husband last year.
Well, and the thing is, with the legacy, they've got it bass backwards. Bad News Brown shouldn't be going in the first place. But if he was, he should be going in Legacy and put Sid as a legit bring the family up on stage inductee.
Mhm.
I mean, two-time WrestleMania main eventer,
Two-time
two-time
WWE
champion.
Two-time
Yeah.
WCW champ.
I mean,
Four-time world champ combined.
how do you not do that? You know, how is he restricted to the Legacy wing? You know, there's a lot of this that just absolutely just drives me bananas. I'm not a big fan of the Hall of Fame anyway, because I think there's several people in it that have no business being there.
Look,
See The Undertaker's wife, see Coco Beware, see Bad News Allen.
I gotta tell you something crazy here. So when I did my recording of WrestleMania 30 with Sean, we were talking about the Hall of Fame when we were talking about the Hall of Fame class, saying that was probably one of the last legit classes they had with Warrior and Jake the Snake, Lita, Paul Bear, Carlos Colon, Mr. T, and I'm missing somebody else. I forgot who it was. He also mentioned, why is Cyndi Lauper not in the Hall of Fame? I said, you and Rich would make a great conversation if you brought that up to him. He said the same thing, and you'll hear it on the audio side in a couple days.
Well, cool.
Gunther's like the Punisher of the league, though. He's like the final execution guy lately.
He's the ring general.
No, and see that's another one that I don't. And I realize he was, but I'm not understanding what the hell. I'm sure it has to do with these injuries. Gunther and Seth Rollins has absolutely zero base going into WrestleMania. Zero. You know, I mean, Seth was supposed to be wrestling Braun Breaker before he got hurt. The original plan was for Gunther to wrestle Brock Lesnar. Huh? Say what, Adam?
That would have been a way better match. At least the storyline behind it. At least the storyline behind it.
Exactly. And then Gunther was supposed to wrestle Brock Lesnar. Now, from what I gather, Gunther and Brock Lesnar is going to SummerSlam for Lesnar's final match. But, I mean, are they going to make it a decent match? Yes, because it's two guys that know what they're doing. So it's going to be a good match. Those two guys could have a match with a folding chair and make it a decent match. But there's nothing to that match that gets you excited. That's the way 3/4 of this card is. Marcus and I talked about it the other day. You know, to me, there's 3 matches on this card that are worth anything. The rest of it's bling.
Now, I want to get you guys to
Owen Brock, Randy and Cody, and Punk and Roman. Outside of that,
I want to get their take. I want to get their take about them potentially going the UFC route, having the first hour free live on ESPN2 night 1 and ESPN night 2. Just 2 matches for free. The rest, it's like, you want to watch the rest? Subscribe and get ESPN Unlimited. So you get to see the 6-man tag with IShowSpeed with Drew and Jacob on night 1, and then night 2 you get Brock and Oba and the ladder match for free on night 2. It's like a preliminary type shit to try and get you to subscribe and pay for it and all that.
This is kind of what WCW used to do too. Like if in the old days as well, they'd have like the main event on TBS, and you watch that, and then you go ahead and order the pay-per-view at 7:00. So I think the bigger problem is like why people aren't getting it on ESPN. I mean, all this money they're saying that you're supposed to get everything that's on ESPN Plus, and that's the thing for me. Like, okay, like if you're I don't have regular cable anymore, but like if I have regular cable, I'm like, hey, I'm paying cable bill. Why can't I get the show as well with that? I don't understand that. They kind of talk out of both sides of their mouths on that too. They kind of say, well you're getting this, and then you're not getting stuff, and then and then they're kind of talking out of both sides of their mouths.
All right. Well, there's 3 levels. There's the ESPN that's either on your cable or your satellite provider or whatever. Then there's the ESPN Plus that gets you the other stuff, like on their website, and gets you the insider info and gets you that kind of stuff. And then there's the add-ons, like MLB TV is now an add-on to the ESPN package. So is the WWE thing, that kind of deal. So you get that, you have those add-ons that are on there. The big thing with where WWE and where ESPN's having their problem is they're wanting another $29.99 a month for this stuff. Peacock, last I paid for Peacock anyway, was $8.99. So what is WWE doing that's any better, that's worth $20 more a month?
It's not what WWE's doing.
Besides
It's what
being on
TKO's
ESPN.
doing. That's TKO
Right.
controlling all the damn finances.
Exactly. But they're also doing all this bogus stuff. I mean, what business does iShowSpeed have being a part of this thing?
Oh, but to
I
draw
have
more-
daughters that weigh more than iShowSpeed.
I mean, we
if
didn't
you-
even.
if
I
you
thought
$1.40,
To draw-
I'll eat my hat.
to draw the younger generation, because all they do is watch social media and YouTube, and he's a YouTuber and an internet sensation like Logan Paul, got millions and millions of followers and gets millions of views a day and all that bullshit. By the way, TKO, this is how crooked they are too. Jonathan Coachman complained on social media that they're already starting bundles for SummerSlam. With it being in Minnesota, you can get a ringside bundle for both nights for $25,000.
Yeah,
That is overpriced to sit ringside.
70
it's ridiculous.
70K
70K.
for both nights. And I thought for sure you guys were going to mention McAfee. I mean, that's ridiculous. What they're
Well,
doing.
the
with that. I
McAfee-
mean, this was. I thought it was
Yeah, I mean,
interesting too. The
him
Triple
being-
H didn't get the heat. It was TKO. People kind of smelled that out. I thought that was fascinating. That people kind of smelled that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, you're right, Rav. And here's the whole thing with it. You're supposed to. Okay, I understand it's scripted and all that kind of stuff. Okay, we're not reinventing the wheel with this. But you're supposed to suspend disbelief. Okay, and in doing that, who in the world is going to have any sort of belief that iShowSpeed can whoop anybody on the other side of that ring? Logan Paul at least has a legit, he's got a size, he's got a build to him, he has athletic ability. You can take Logan Paul and put him in the ring with Seth Rollins or Jimmy Uso or somebody like that.
Real good
And
match
they're
with Roman
all-
Reigns. He had.
They're
Yeah.
they're comparable. It's not like you're putting a 12-year-old kid in there with the starting defensive end from the Steelers. It's just not, it doesn't work that way. It
Yeah,
doesn't work that way.
Look, 70K is better than, and give me more than 12 matches. It's a 6-piece both nights. That's the other thing. Like
There's 13 matches. There's 7 on Sunday and 6 on Saturday.
Opposite.
I don't understand that either. Why do you need? Why can't? I mean, some of these pay-per-views, and it's not even WrestleMania, have 4 matches. Why can't you have 8 or 9, at least on one night?
I understand.
I don't.
I understand.
I don't understand. I don't get that. And then you charge $1 zillion for tickets.
Are those resale, or is that that's what it is?
No, that's what it is.
The resale.
If you bought
is
it through
about
Ticketmaster, that's what it is.
This is what you're saying in business too. Like nowadays, it's like it's, and not to go too deep into that, but like what happened at PFF was kind of the same deal. Like the Collinsworths made out like bandits during that whole thing. Them and the private equity guys that own it, and all those guys that work for PFF on the content side, they didn't get anything. They got fired.
Right.
Like they're all looking for jobs. I mean, I think they kept one or two, but like the Collinsworths, they made a ton of money. And so like TKO, despite what we're saying about the card, they're gonna make, and even with slower sales than they've had, what are they gonna make? $80 million a night?
Somewhere in that ballpark, but you got to remember they're paying 500. They're paying help me remember, Marcus. The whole tab is like 500 billion that ESPN's paying for the WWE contract. This isn't going to scratch the surface on it.
ESPN's
By the way, I'm killing the
paying
video
them.
for a second, but I am listening.
Right. ESPN is paying them nowadays. That's the way it works. And Las Vegas is paying them to be there.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the way it
not
works.
including the gate and all that they're going to make from that as well.
They got to pay taxes on it, of course. But I mean, I think that's the city of Las Vegas is paying them. That's why they're not New Orleans this year, because Las Vegas paid them more money than New Orleans did.
I guarantee you, if it had been in New Orleans this year, it wouldn't be as bad as it is right now. I guarantee you that they'd have had 70,000 for both nights separately instead of 40,000, because New Orleans is more, I don't know, like New Orleans is more fun of a place. I mean, Vegas can be fun, but I feel like Vegas is more overpriced with everything. At least New Orleans ain't that damn overpriced. And a lot of people were pissed that they're like, why? That was bull crap. They took it from New Orleans. That's a fun little place. They know how to have a good time, and look how successful they did with the Super Bowl a couple years back. Look how successful they've done with national championships, the Final Fours, and all that.
Look at that. $50 shirts. $50 shirts. Dude, I have a website with shirts and jerseys. I don't have any of them for $50.
Prices
like, unless it's an actual NFL jersey or MLB jersey. That's it.
You go to WWE shop, they're like $44.95. You go to live events, they're like $50, and that's not including taxes. Like, you might pay $52 for a fucking shirt.
Oh,
it's diabolical. That's why I just buy my shit on Amazon. And now when I went to TNA, I paid
hold on.
30.
Hold on. Ticketmaster does not have these seats for $70,000.
They're not available either.
Section A11, row 27.
I
tickets, $1,800 apiece.
Wait a minute, row what?
A11, row 27, which is on the main aisle.
Yeah, but that's row 27. Try row 1 and 2. 70 grand a pop.
Well, then someone must have bought them.
Well, they did, but it's like the sponsors and that kind of stuff. You know, it's the people that have the money to be doing this stuff. The families of the sponsors and the family. A lot of the people on those front rows are also families of the wrestlers that people don't think about either. But yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. It really is. I mean, and granted, you get to take home the chair and you get to meet the wrestlers and meet a couple of the wrestlers and stuff like that. Okay, congratulations. It ain't worth $70K. I don't care what anybody tries to tell you.
It was like $30,000 to watch a match with Shawn Michaels. I mean, for God's sake, I mean, I don't. That's a lot of money.
Hold on first.
I'm sorry, Dylan.
You can take a ride on Cody Rhodes' bus for $10K.
Not worth the money for me.
I didn't say anything.
What's up, Dylan?
I was thinking, guys. You know how you try and stump me with trivia? Well, I've got NFL draft trivia for all 4 of you guys.
Hallelujah.
A6, row 8, 6,500 a seat.
Who would like to?
Okay.
I'm going to save Rich for last because I think this would. My question for Rich would really test him, but maybe not. Out of you 3,
Because I'm working on something while I'm doing this. So
Adam, Marcus, and Charles, who would like to go first?
I'll embarrass myself first. Go ahead.
I'll embarrass myself after him.
In
You guys don't give yourself enough credit.
In 2008, the Baltimore Ravens selected Joe Flacco from Delaware, but that's not where he started school. What university did Joe Flacco originally play college football?
University of Pittsburgh. University of Pittsburgh transferred from Pittsburgh to Delaware because of playing time. So I thought that was like
Who was the starting quarterback for Pitt at that time, Rev?
Now that I don't know. I don't know who
Tyler
started.
Palko.
Interesting. He actually played in the league
Tyler
too.
Falco.
I
Wasn't
wish
he
you.
a lefty? Wasn't he a lefty?
Tyler Palko? Oh, I think so.
No, that was Shane Falco who was a lefty.
Tyler Palko was a lefty.
I wish I'd have had that same question, but like Cam Newton or something, because I'd have said, "Oh, he started at Florida, went to junior college in Texas, and then went back and played at Auburn."
Shane Falco is not a real person.
No, Tyler Palco is a lefty.
Yeah. So was Shane Falco.
Yeah, and Keanu Reeves made slightly
Shane
more
Falco
money
is
than-
not a real person. I don't know why people love.
And,
People love.
Keanu Reeves-
I understand that. I
And
understand.
Keanu Reeves made more money than Tyler Palco did in his NFL career. But Marcus,
Tyler Palko was the best for standing around with a clipboard.
Marcus, do you want Texans or Saints first?
Give Saints. It's got to be the Saints.
Ooh. Should I go? Should I go easy? Let me think.
Go left.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think I know. Oh, you are. Oh, I will be impressed if you get this one. What player did the New Orleans Saints pick with their first NFL draft pick? Not expansion draft, but NFL draft pick in franchise history.
Oh Lord, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
You talking about first overall pick or first ever pick?
First ever pick.
Oh Lord, because I was gonna say if it was first overall, that was George Rogers in the first round. No.
Yeah, George Rogers, 1981.
Oh fuck. Okay, I know it was a running back, and
Yes.
it was a running back. Oh shit.
Funny part is I know this one too, I think.
You know, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. Is it Leslie Kelly? Still got it. But wait, didn't they like do a pit trade or something with the Colts at the time, or
I have no idea. I wasn't doing drafts in '67. By the way, I've got another one for you about the Saints, Marcus. You remember when the Saints took Archie Manning in '71 with the number 2 pick? Who went number 1 that year?
the number 1 draft pick in 1971?
Yes.
Jim Plunkett.
From Stanford to the Boston Patriots.
Nothing like the Boston Patriots.
That was one of my dad's favorite players, Oakland Raider Jim Plunkett. He used to love Jim Plunkett, Marcus Allen, Lester Hayes.
That was a good team.
Which I ain't gonna lie. That was the wrong year though. I was about to say if you'd have brought up like Billy Cannon or something, he was the number 1 overall pick, but that was like back in the 60s. I forgot what year it was. I think it was 60s.
All right, Marcus, about your Texans.
All right.
And
that should be
okay,
fun.
this one might be easy for you, but a guy from a certain school is in here. So, Okay, so the Texans drafted David Cole from what school in 2002?
You said David. Oh, David Carr.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
from what school in 2002?
Not Fresno State.
Shut up, Adam.
Yeah, I was gonna say he gave it
Okay.
away. Isn't that? This might sound stupid. Does he have any relations with Derek Carr?
Yes.
That older brother, not his fucking dad.
Yeah, it's his older. It's his older brother.
Didn't take.
I think they're like 5 years apart or something like that.
Correct. Okay.
But he really wasn't. He really wasn't shit. Hell, even Schaub wasn't shit.
Well, David Carr also got. Let's be perfectly honest. We saw crimes being committed in that backfield with how terrible that offensive line was the first couple of years of the Texans. We were seeing assault take place.
Well, it wasn't Matt Schaub's fault. He came from the damn Falcons when he got traded to the Texans.
No, I'm talking about David Carr. The first 2 years of the Texans, man, he was getting. There was assault and battery taking place multiple times a game on that.
Okay, Adam. I've got one for you. In 2002, the Pittsburgh Steelers drafted which wide receiver from a prominent Big Ten school? Could you name me the wide receiver and the college?
In 2002?
Yes.
Yeah, they drafted Antoine Randall L from Indiana.
I said Adam, not you.
No, sorry. I didn't hear it.
It's okay.
I didn't hear you.
I let my other Pittsburgh guy take that question.
Okay. Okay. Next question. In 1998, the Pittsburgh Steelers drafted another wide receiver from an SEC powerhouse. Could you name
Come on.
the wide receiver and the school? And Rich, you can't help.
What's it out at Georgia? He was a quarterback. Hines Ward.
I was going to
Yes.
say, you want to see his Super Bowl ring?
2 of them.
I just got one of them.
Hines
Got
Ward
two
was
of
one
them.
of the best. To come
I
out
was
of
at
one of my
I
favorite
was
Georgia
at a
Bulldogs.
Super Bowl party when
Hines Ward was on the 2018,
He
19,
was.
and then he was MVP of the Seattle game.
One of the
I was at
most
a Steelers
overrated
Super Bowl party.
players in the history of the league, Hines Ward.
I
Who?
was at a Steelers
Oh,
Super
Oh,
Bowl.
come on.
One of the most overrated players in the history.
Excuse me?
No, you can hear me. You can
And
hear me.
it's funny.
I'm sorry, I
All
can't-
time game.
Hines
Can't hear you.
Hines Ward spent 10 years in the league, or however much it was, pushing off illegally. I got nothing for you with Hines
Hey,
Ward, man.
and by the
Tough
way,
guy, that's about it. Got
by the
nothing.
way, in Super Bowl 40, Antoine Manuel made the best pass of that game to Hines Ward.
Say what y'all want about him in the NFL. I freaking loved him in Georgia. He was a badass in college.
Oh, Rich,
Sir.
I've got the ultimate trivia
But
question
just
for
hear
you.
Hines Ward was a bad player.
I
Hines Ward was a bad. Hines
honestly-
Ward was a tough. Hines Ward was a tough guy. I'll give you that. Hines Ward, I mean, he was probably one of the best blockers I've ever seen at the receiver position.
Yeah,
Him as a
played
receiver, not so much. Nothing.
He had
I didn't see anything
10,000
except him pushing
catches.
off.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
One
but
time-
they were all illegal. All he ever did was push off for. I mean, he got away with it forever. I've never seen a guy push off 8-9 yards down. You only get 5 yards. I can't help you with Hines Ward. Can't help.
This
Like,
is only because he burned the Ravens every time he played him, Adam.
He wasn't even your best receiver against us. Although he did, I mean, again, get some of those illegal pushes against us. I'll give you that, but he's not.
Give me a break.
I got nothing for you.
okay,
I got nothing for
okay,
you.
Richard.
Sorry, Jim.
Richard.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I've got a question. I've got the perfect.
Hold on,
one
hold
for
on.
you.
I felt like I just listened to the argument that Rich gives to Jamie on why Derek Jeter doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
That's the argument I feel like I was just listening to right there.
No, see, there's one big difference. My argument has merit.
Oh, for crying
His
out loud.
Ravs doesn't.
Hines Ward outside of Pittsburgh, people do not think of him as this great receiver. I could tell you that right now as well.
We don't care what
He doesn't. I'm talking about just in general. Like, just use Jerry Rice for it. Everybody would say Jerry Rice is a phenomenal receiver.
Jerry Rice might have pushed off too when he did that little jugger fight with the feet up like that. He might have pushed off.
I remember Michael Irvin pushing off a few defensive backs in his heyday.
Michael Irvin's a great example. He did it a lot. He was the amateur hour compared to Hines Ward. I mean, my God. I mean, Hines Ward was really the amateur.
Okay.
Are you talking Mike or are you talking Mike?
Okay, Richard. I've got the ultimate trivia question for you.
Ultimate.
I need the
Go.
year, the players, what round, and where these guys went to college. A certain team you may know put together the greatest NFL draft class of all time, bar none. Naming the 5 Hall of Famers the Steelers took in a particular year, I need the round, the player, and the university.
Okay, that's easy. It's 1974. They did not draft all 5 of the players. One of them was undrafted free agent. That was Donnie Shell out of South Carolina State. Lynn Swann was taken in the first. Lynn Swann was in the first round from USC. Jack Lambert was the second round out of Kent State. John Stallworth was in the 4th round, Alabama A&M. And Mike Webster was out of Wisconsin in the 5th round.
Damn.
Do we have an applause? Darn it. Yes.
We are not worthy. We are not worthy.
No, definitely not. Holy God.
That was way too easy. That was way. Little Stump the Swab there. Like, right, that Stump the Swab vibe.
One of the greatest shows of all time. I love that show.
It really was off the top of his head. That's how many years he did research at ESPN. He just, he could just rattle it right off.
That's how I got
a friend of mine met him whenever I was working with ESPN Radio here in Waco. One of the guys that I worked with went to an ESPN convention and got to meet Howie Schwab. And he said, this dude was a walking encyclopedia, man. It just didn't matter what it was. I mean, you could go from football to the Olympics to baseball to auto racing, and the dude knew his shit. And it was crazy. It was just absolutely bananas when he was getting to talk to him and listen to him talk. It was crazy.
Some people don't understand there was life before internet existed, right? So you had research departments that you had people you actually paid to find out stuff like this on the internet. It wasn't always readily available. So you had a Howard Schwab there to actually help them with these stats and all that other stuff. And you're right. He was phenomenal. Nobody came close to beating him on that show. Not even close.
I got most of my stuff from baseball cards. Remember Baseball Digest that came in the little 6x9 magazine? Mm-hmm. I got baseball, football, basketball, and auto racing digest, Sports Illustrated, and the Sporting News. I would read those freaking things cover to cover. I read the back of every baseball card I had. I mean, that's where I got my information. And a lot of it stuck, I guess.
The Sunday paper used to be big for me.
Yeah.
Because the Sunday paper, you had during the week, you had stats. There were Orioles stats, right? But the Sunday had the whole league. So I made sure that Mom got me the Sunday paper so I could look and find out what everybody else was doing. And that was really the only time where you really got to see the whole league stats and things like that when I was little.
See, when I was in high school, it was the first fantasy baseball league I was ever in. And we got the stats from the daily newspaper. That's how we kept track of the people's stats that we had on our teams and all that. We would go through the newspaper and pull those numbers up. Yeah, the new sports page was huge. I'd read that thing multiple times a day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I knew you would probably get it, but I'm like, oh no, why did I even ask that question?
Sorry, man.
Actually-
Mean to put a pin in your balloon.
I tried to actually get on the other reality show they had, not Stump the Swab, but Dream Job, a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
I tried to get on. It was, I think, Mike Hall won at the time. He had a
Yeah.
long career. He had a
I
long
think
career.
Josh Elliott won too.
He's still working for Fox. He does their some of their college football studio
Yeah,
stuff.
Mike Hall. Yeah, Mike
Yeah.
Hall's had a long career there. As well. I made it to the second round before this was non-televised. I made it to the first round. They had us take a test of sports. This is again before the internet and all that really went. But then I took a test and then I got eliminated in the second round for whatever reason.
That's still good.
I tried out for Sports Jeopardy. So Dan Patrick hosted for a little while there. I got to the next to the last thing before I would have to go to Dallas for an actual live deal, and crapped out.
Yeah, that's hard. That's
Yeah.
hard.
I'm wondering.
And the
How did-
categories they threw up there for the last one that I bombed out on, I saw those categories and just kind of went because it was like cycling, gymnastics, underwater basket weaving, synchronized swimming, and tiddlywinks or some crazy. I mean, it was just so obscure, and I'm going, holy God. I had no chance. No chance.
I was just wondering, out of the five of between Rich and me, who would have the best chance of winning Sports Jeopardy, though?
I would say Rich instead of you, not because he's smarter than you, but because he's a little bit older. Not about the same age as I am. I think like that helps. Like when you're doing a show like that, like to go back because like he just rattled that 1974 off. Like there, that matters a little bit. I think in a real life thing, if you actually do real Jeopardy, now I like you better there. If you actually to do actually with Ken Jennings and all that, I actually like Dylan Chance better.
Yeah, because when they put some of those categories they throw up there on Real Jeopardy, I just sit there and go, oh. You know, it would be like asking me the questions in Greek because I'm not gonna know what the hell's happening.
My father watched it every single night. I said it to anybody I know. He watched it every single night on Channel 2 in Baltimore. He never missed Jeopardy like this, unless he was actually at work, or whatever. But any night he was home, he was in his little pajamas with the slippers and watching Jeopardy and answering the questions the whole time.
Do you remember I think this was when the Super Bowl was in Minnesota, and the three contestants did not even know the answer, didn't even try to answer when it was a talking football question. And I'm like, and the crowd was laughing because the crowd knew more than the contestants did.
Mm-hmm. It was like the whole category they crapped out on.
And I'm like, I remember the late Alistair Beck said to them, I have to talk to them. I mean, the last question was like a defensive line made 4 Super Bowls. And I'm like, who are the purple people eaters? I'm like, I would have gotten all 5 of them.
Yeah.
I would have gotten all 5 of them. And I know Rich would have gotten all 5 of them.
Every now and then you get lucky and Jeopardy will put up a category where I just sit there and laugh because it's like, okay, I got all these. There's no question. You know, it doesn't even have to be sports, but like ad slogans. Hell, I've been in marketing and advertising for 20 years. I mean, with what I do, I'm going to know that stuff. But then they'll throw something up there like botany. What the hell am I supposed to do with botany? You know, or ancient Roman leaders. Okay, once again, I'm swimming upstream on this one. I got,
That's something else.
I
Like,
got zero.
and again, I mentioned my dad before. That's something else he used to do. He used to love stuff like questions. That's why he used to like that show. He used to read the almanac, like the world's greatest almanac. He would read it all the time and see who got it updated, and he would just wait for it. Things like that, and that's something like if you do something like that you like would do good at a show like Jeopardy. You really need useless college level intellectual stuff like to win it at Jeopardy. In sports, like same thing. You got to know like figure skating and cycling and gymnastics and not just baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever. Like you really really going to ask you questions like that.
By the way, who won?
Yeah.
By the way, who won gold in ladies figure skating at the Olympics this year?
Last year?
This
I
year,
have no idea.
Couldn't tell you.
Alyssa Liu.
But it's one of those where with those categories, I know a few names. Like cycling, I know Lance Armstrong, I know Greg LeMond. It's pretty much where it ends. Skiing, I know a couple of names, Lindsey Vonn and people like that. I know a couple of names. But if you start getting into this downhill skier won the 68 gold medal in the 68 Winter Olympics. Yeah, no. Sorry, not my answer.
I'm with you on that one.
I'm like that with golf.
And
I watched the matches, but that was it. I don't really watch like the PGA Tour like every week. I can tell you like Rory McIlroy won, but that's about it. I don't tap out. Maybe the U.S. Open or something, but I don't. Yeah, Ryder Cup is cool. Ryder Cup's pretty cool. But
I watch enough golf to be dangerous, but this time of year, I mean, it's baseball, it's NASCAR, and then it's the other stuff.
Also, too, like to get jobs in media. Like you had to know that other stuff. I think that's the other thing that's kind of lost. Because trust me, I've had a zillion failed auditions to know that. Like you're not when you get a job and you haven't had a job, you're gonna get a job doing like high school volleyball or high school wrestling or something. You're not gonna get put on the NFL or whatever. That's gonna be reserved for people that's been there for a while, etc. So that's also kind of changed too. Where nowadays, it's not necessary to do stuff like that.
Oh, I'll tell you this. I mean, as someone who's done sports here in Southwest Florida, you better know baseball. You better know hockey. Otherwise, well, not necessarily, but it helps if you know a thing or two about baseball, and it helps if you know a thing or two about hockey.
Well, one thing that you got to know here is football.
Because
if you're going to be on the air. Yeah, if you're going to be in the state of Texas on air talking sports of any kind, you better know football. And you better know at least college and pro. You need to know, you probably wouldn't hurt to at least know your local area high schools. But, knowing high school gives you a little bit of an edge too. Not as much about the other stuff, but man, if you don't know football in Texas, forget it, man. You'll get run completely off the air.
I can tell you what a Baltimore thing is too. Is lacrosse is one. That seems like a weird one. Well, that's one. You know that one. That's a real Baltimore. Like all the Maryland high colleges are real competitive. If I had a staff of people, I definitely would have like a lacrosse wing to radio sports. Go ahead.
When I was in Cambridge doing radio, Cambridge, Maryland. That was the first time I came across that. And you're right, man. It was like lacrosse. What the hell? And especially Easton, Maryland, which was right up the road from there. They had a couple of strictly lacrosse stores. It was all lacrosse equipment, like a bicycle store or something like that. It was all lacrosse stuff. Rav, you're 100% right, man. I never realized how big lacrosse was in certain areas of the country till I went out there. And it was a bigger deal than anything else.
Hey, Rich, would I be crazy for saying like Westlake High School is half decent in football in the state of Texas?
They're a traditional power, yeah.
Or like Odessa, or like Odessa.
Odessa was a long time ago. They haven't been for a long time.
Okay.
around here, you're looking at like South Lake Carroll, South Oak Cliff, Austin Westlake.
I'll throw my
LBJ,
2 cents. I'll throw my 2 cents in
Houston
on.
Yates.
I'll throw some of my 2 cents in, like best programs in the areas. Southeast Texas, probably West Orange Stark. Houston area, probably North Shore. Dallas area, probably Allen or DeSoto or San Antonio
South Lake
area.
Carroll.
South Lake Carroll's another one. San Antonio area, I thought Judson, Lake Travis, Westlake, they're all like big ass programs. Katie's another one in Houston. They used to have a big old rich history of winning championships. West Texas, it's mainly like if it wasn't Odessa Permian or Abilene Cooper, it was like that's the only ones I recall that ever won state titles outside those little 6-man team leagues they got and shit.
Yeah, but those Abilene and Midland, Odessa, and that kind of stuff, they haven't done anything in the last 25, 30 years. Then you've got schools, you got the smaller schools, like when you get into Mart and Refugio and
what about
I'll say it, La Vega, the school that I called, the games for that won 3 4A state championships in 5 years.
What about Vandergrift?
Vandergrift's getting there. They really are. They're starting to create a tradition there. You're getting a lot more. That's one of the things about now compared to what it was in Texas, where it used to be in the cities. Now it's the suburb cities. It's the cities around the big city, and the big city programs are awful. But the Round Rocks and the Katie's and the Galena Park Westlakes and people like that. Even Austin Westlake isn't really in Austin. Lake Travis is outside of Austin. It's in it's in Austin school district, but it's not in Austin proper. So yeah, you're right. You're right, Marcus. You have those traditional teams, but a lot of them aren't the same ones that there were when they did Friday Night Lights and all that kind of stuff. Devin Ryan was another one.
Oh,
I've been to Ratliff once.
You have any trivia for us, Rich?
Well, I saw one earlier today, and I thought about it, and I was like, well, maybe. And this is group participation, as they usually are. But the top 10 active leaders in walks in Major League Baseball.
Who is Aaron Judge?
That would be a no.
Oh, shoot. Who is Manny Machado?
That's a definite no. That can't be.
Yeah. And actually, since my screen is acting a little weird, here we go. Okay. Actually, Aaron Judge, he is 9th amongst active players. I apologize. Who else did you say?
Who's Manny Machado, sir?
Manny Machado, believe it or not, is 14th on this list.
Walks. Are we talking drawn walks or intentional walks?
Walks total.
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout is number 5. 1,082 bases on balls.
Should be almost like the same list we had last time. The guys with longevity that are still.
You're going to be surprised. You're going to be real surprised with this list. It's not. Some of the names are the same. Not all of them.
Who is Freddie Freeman?
Freddie Freeman is number 6 on the list.
Longevity.
I'm trying to think of a Wade Boggs type player, somebody who's constantly getting walks. I can't think of somebody who's always, just getting walks. Who's just like every game gets one.
How about like a Mookie Betts?
Mookie Betts is actually 12th.
Ooh.
Rich, I have one for you. Who is John? Hello, Stanton.
Those are about the only types of people that are qualifying.
Giancarlo Stanton, you said?
Yes.
He would be
I
number
can-
10.
I could see that one.
That's fine.
He's number 10, 811.
This hospital?
Interesting
that.
story on this. Out of this top 10 list, there is only one switch hitter on the list. I will tell you that.
I guess Shohei Ohtani is the name you haven't said, but I don't know how much you walk him where he hits.
Shohei is not in the top 10. He's actually not. He is number 28.
You would walk him, but you don't. He's hitting first, so I don't think you walk. I don't think you walk the first guy. I think that's how they kind
Yeah,
of.
he's got 554. But yeah, he's number 28. I knew he wasn't top 20, but I had to do a little more looking. So we have 5, 6, 9, and 10.
Who is Paul Goldschmidt?
Goldschmidt's 4th. So we have 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez is actually 15th,
Wait,
right
you
below
just said,
Manny Machado.
didn't you say Stanton was 10?
Stanton is 10, yes.
So we have 10.
Yeah, you have 4, 5, 6, 9, 10.
Who
We need
is
1, 2, 3. We need 1, 2, 3, 7, 8.
who is Nolan Arenado?
No, Arenado is actually 26.
Soto, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto, number 7 on the list, 899.
Marcus, you got any guesses?
I got any
Only
what?
being in the league for 9 years, he's averaging 100 walks a season.
Oh, yeah. I've got a
Most
captain
active
now.
player walks.
I was 52 years old.
I got what?
Active player walks.
Are you
Top 10.
talking base?
Baseball.
Jose
I got a
Altuve.
football. I got a football one for later. So
Jose Altuve.
Jose
Top 10 active
Altuve
player?
is Jose Altuve is 16th. It's the top 10 active players with the most walks.
Rich, Justin
We have-
Bieber. Justin Bieber. Who's Bryce Harper?
Bryce Harper's 3rd. So we have Bryce Harper 3rd, Paul Goldschmidt 4th, Mike Trout 5th, Freddie Freeman 6th, Juan Soto 7th, Aaron Judge 9th, Giancarlo Stanton 10. We need 1, 2, and 8.
You want me to tell you my top 10 or I'll have to name somebody?
This is a
No,
group
this is
trivia.
the actual list of the top 10 guys with the most walks.
And who you need left?
one,
Number
2, and
we
8.
need number 1, number 2, and number 8.
Is number 1 Mike Trout?
Nope.
We've
Uh,
already
That's
named.
number 5.
What about
Justin-
Vladimir Guerrero?
Justin Turner. No, I'm just
Not
kidding.
playing.
No, I'm just kidding.
Vla-
He's actually playing
Vladimir-
overseas.
Vladimir
Yeah.
Guerrero Jr.
Vladdy Jr. he's in 48th.
Oh my God.
How about Corey Seager?
Corey Seager is 38th.
What about Francisco Lindor?
Mr. Smiles.
Mr. Lindor is 24th.
What about
You know what?
what about Torres?
Gleba.
Oh, Gleyber Torres?
Yeah.
He's not. He's 52nd actually.
Who is Kyle Schwarbaum?
11th.
Zagnito. What about Zagnito?
No. He's,
Trey Turner.
What about
Trey
Shohei and
Turner.
Altuve? Where are they both at?
I said Altuve. He said
Trey Turner is 57. Altuve is 16. and Otani was what, 28? Yeah, 28.
Yeah.
You guys want a hint on these?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Who is Alex Bregman?
Okay, number 8 is a left-handed hitter that has only played for 2 teams. Both National League.
Okay.
Please, you can't do it. And when I said
Left-handed hitter. So then he would have played for. Who's Christian Yelich?
Yeah, that's what I
That would
was.
be Christian Yelich.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2. How do I do this one? Number 2 has spent his entire career in the National League until this year.
Brandon Nimmo?
Oh, Pete Alonso.
No and no. Pete Alonso is. I thought I saw him on here. I guess not. He's not in the top 50.
Oh, no way.
National League before this year.
Adam, did you pay attention to the clue?
No.
Entire career in the National League except this year.
Andrew McCutchen?
Number 2. Andrew McCutchen.
Andrew McCutchen. Yeah, I wouldn't
But
have guessed that.
now, who's number one?
Number 1 is the only switch hitter on this list.
Ketel Marte?
No, Ketel Marte is way too young.
I have no idea.
Ketel Marte is 41st. He has played in
George
both
Springer?
leagues. George Springer's 13. So the funny part is you guys have gotten 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you've gotten the top 16 except for number 1. Does it help if I tell you he's a first baseman DH?
Certainly narrows it down. First baseman DH older. Matt Olson.
Olson,
No.
surprisingly enough, is really down on this. He's number 20 on the list.
But Matt Olson's playing 800 straight games now.
He has.
Yeah.
Longest active streak. Only a third of the way to the all-time record.
Not even a third.
Yeah.
Rich, if you want to give me that clue, Andrew McCutchen did play for the Yankees.
He did for a hot minute, didn't he?
Yeah. I was just checking. I was like, wait, Andrew?
I completely forgot about
Wait,
that.
Andrew
Oh,
McCutchen?
you are freaking kidding me, right?
What?
I'm not saying.
He played for the Yankees for 8 seconds.
Just say it. Dylan, just say it.
Most famous for what he did with the Cleveland Indians / Guardians.
Mhm.
It was right.
Carlos
Raph,
Santana.
think rock band.
Carlos Santana.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana is the active leader in walks by 150 walks. He has 1332. Kutch has 1184.
Hey, Rich, wait till I come back before giving out the next question. I'm picking up the dog.
The next one's football, so you guys should get a little more into this one.
Go ahead.
While we're waiting on him, what do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation?
Hmm.
What do you think about Vrabel and Rossini situation?
What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think about Vrabel and Rossini situation? What do y'all think
I think that was the Dylan question he wanted to ask.
Well, there we go.
Do y'all believe it, or do we not, or do y'all not think that that's where they misquoted?
Well, they
I
definitely
think
were-
it's a case.
they definitely got pictures of them too in the hot tub.
I just think it's a perception thing. You know, you don't have evidence that anything was going on, but perception is bad. So you have to do something.
Well, now she's been
You
let
know.
go of all of her duties everywhere.
Well, she
Yeah.
quit.
Well-
They weren't going to renew her contract anyway. It didn't look like, so she said she might as well just go on, step on out, take a break.
I mean, it happens everywhere, every day. So
But it's still not a
I
good
don't think
look.
nothing will
She's
happen
gone
to
through the-
Vrabel, I don't think, other than like them Kraft telling him to stop being an idiot. Other than that, I don't think anything will happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see them firing Vrabel or anything like that. Putting him on administrative leave or whatever. I can't see that happening. But
Well, I think they definitely would have done it had she worked for the Patriots. I mean, that's for sure. I mean, I think that would have been a thing, but so y'all don't think nothing happened, and you think it's just made up or just
I really
pictures
don't care. I mean, something happened. Something happened.
yeah, I mean, if you go off of the look, yeah. That's why I say perception is reality, I guess is the statement.
They were holding hands. I mean, it really that was my perception. Rich, I mean, they were holding hands. They were in the hot tub together. I'm not saying anything happened, but like people don't hold hands if they're not
Right,
like.
that's what I'm saying. I mean,
intimate
there's
and,
no there's no proof that they were doing the chunky monkey. But
of course.
Chunky I haven't heard that one since like middle school.
hey,
Mark,
we're a G-rated
monkey?
we're a G-rated show here. We're a family program.
Are we?
No, but still. But no, I mean, do we have evidence of them having coitus, to use Sheldon Cooper's word, having coitus? No. But it looks bad. So
I mean, someone could have taken those pictures for later and used for blackmail.
well, true. And the worst part of it is that Vrabel's still married. Rossini's going through a divorce. They've filed papers and all that kind of stuff from what I've read. But Vrabel's still married, which puts a whole nother monkey wrench into the machine.
Well, that's where he's really going to get the heat, not so much from the NFL and the Patriots, but his wife's not going to go for that. Whatever it is, it's. I guess we don't know, but
it doesn't look
I
good.
think here's the thing. Here's the thing that is important outside of whatever they were doing behind closed doors. It's like there was a lot of I saw Jamel Hill yesterday podcast. She said about a lot of Eagles fans were mad at her because she was so hard on them because the Patriots are trying to get AJ Brown, et cetera, and a lot of it was negative Eagles. That's the problem right there. It's the perception of it, what you're doing and what that is and all that. That's probably the perception of when you're doing that. Did you compromise yourself? Well, I mean, it's a large conversation. There's a lot of reporters compromised that aren't sleeping with their head coach anyway. That's a whole nother conversation, but that's not going to work, bro. You can't be out here. She can't be out here doing that stuff with a head coach and all that.
Right.
Well, obviously,
And
the
other
head
thing-
coach didn't shut it down.
No.
It takes
Well,
two to
and,
tango. It takes
Yeah,
two to
and-
tango. You can't put this all on her.
Obviously,
you're right.
And the Athletic didn't believe it that nothing happened.
Well,
Because they
must
wouldn't have
let her
just-
go.
Yeah, either they believe something, or at least you were. Even if it wasn't, something inappropriate was going on, or something like conversation's inappropriate.
So you guys ready for this now that Dylan's back?
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to put your thinking caps on for this one.
Oh shit. Go ahead.
Because I was looking at this, and when you consider the fact that the all-time NFL record for interceptions in a career is 88, okay? The top 10 active players in the NFL in interceptions, number one does not even have half that many. So I ask you, who are the top 10 active interceptors in the NFL?
Would Harrison Smith be on that list?
He's actually number one with 39.
Wait a minute. Is he still active? I don't know if he has a team now. Well, I guess you can count him because he played last year. So
Yeah, they're saying active as of the end of the 2025 season.
okay, because I think he's retiring. Okay. Marlon Humphrey.
Active as of the Super Bowl last year. Marlon Humphrey is tied for 9th.
Who is Jalen Ramsey?
Jalen Ramsey is tied for 6th.
You said corner or just interceptions period?
Just interceptions period.
Xavier McKinney.
Xavier McKinney is tied for 18th.
Oh, okay.
Who was that defensive back in Pittsburgh and Miami? Who is Minka Fitzpatrick?
Tied for 11th.
Well, just to let you know, Dylan, he's down with Jets.
Yeah, he is now a member of the Mean Green.
Pat Peterson. Who is Pat Peterson?
Is he still active?
He wasn't active as of the Super Bowl last year.
No, he's not. He's retired.
OJ McDuffie.
Or he would have been in the top 10.
You mean Trent McDuffie?
I mean, yeah, Trent.
Yeah, OJ McDuffie. That would be. He's definitely retired.
Yeah, former wide receiver out of Penn State.
Yeah.
Trent McDuffie. Dang. I don't see him. I don't see him in the top 30.
Who is Kevin Byard?
Kevin Byard is number 2.
Asante Samuel.
No,
He's been retired 4 years.
he's talking about
Yeah,
the
and
son.
Asante Samuel Jr. hasn't been playing long enough. He's not on the list. He's actually not in the top 50.
Denzel Ward.
I just had it.
Wow.
Oh,
Denzel Ward's 20th.
Honey Badger.
I think he's retired.
Terrence Matthew.
Honey Badger played last year, did he?
I thought so. He played for the Saints.
Yeah.
I know he played part of the year. Oh God. Fourth.
Jesus.
CJ Gardner Johnson.
14th. Tied for 14th.
That's a good guess. Let's see.
Carlton Davis.
Trayvon
Diggs. Because he had a lot one year. I know that.
Carlton Davis is tied for 46th. Did you say Trayvon Diggs?
Yeah.
Tied for 14th. You know what your next statement must be, Raph.
What my next statement be?
You just said Trayvon.
Trayvon Diggs. What? Stephon Diggs? No, it ain't Stephon Diggs.
The other one. Didn't he play for Baltimore?
Quinion Diggs.
Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters. No, it's not him.
That wasn't where I was going, but okay. Marcus Peters is
Retired.
Marcus, you getting in on this guessing game?
He's not active.
No, he's not active.
No, you're right. Marcus is not active.
Oof.
Quadre Diggs?
Huh?
Quadre
Yeah, I don't know
Diggs?
what he meant. I don't know what he meant by that. Diggs.
Quandre Diggs is 8th. I
Really?
was
Think
trying to
about
get
that
you to follow the Diggs family tree there, Raph.
I didn't. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed it. Even what you get, you couldn't even cue it up.
I don't know.
I tried teeing it up for you and it didn't work.
Yeah.
What about I don't know his first name. What about Poyer?
Jordan Poyer. He is
that
the
it?
other one tied with Ramsey at 6. So yes, you are correct.
I'm actually going a different position. I'm not going defensive back for once. I'm going Fred Warner.
I can see that.
No,
I can see
not in the top 10.
Rav, what about your veteran cornerback?
Warner's not in the top 50.
I said Marlon Humphrey. I don't think it's Nate Wiggins on the other side.
Marlon Humphrey's not in the top 10?
Yeah,
he's tied for 9th.
Oh,
yeah, I already said Marlon Humphrey.
my bad.
Yeah, he already got that one.
Wiggins
is not in the top 50.
No, Wiggins is good.
Ward, the cornerback with the
Denzel Ward.
No, the one who's with the 49ers. I can't think of his name.
Tre'Davious, was it Tre'Davious or whatever?
Yes.
I swore I saw him on here. I could be
Didn't we
wrong.
just
Not on the list.
Didn't we just sign a cornerback with a lot of interceptions?
A couple of these are either current or recently past Steelers. Yeah,
Darius Slay.
Darius Slay is number 4.
Yeah.
Deontay Jackson.
Deontay Jackson is tied for 9th.
Tre'Davious White.
He's tied for 18th. So as we sit, we need number 3, number 5, 3 and 5.
What about Norman Bates? I'm pretty sure his first name is not
You mean
Norman.
Jesse Bates?
Yeah, that might be it.
That would be number 5 on the list.
Oh, all right.
So we just need number 3 to finish the list.
Kyle Hamilton. I wouldn't think it'd be Kyle.
I knew you were going to go Homer pick. Jesus.
No, Kyle
That's right.
Hamilton.
I wouldn't think he had that like leading.
Hamilton's actually not in the top 50.
Yeah, I didn't think he would. I wasn't sure though.
I'm trying to think of a way to give you a hint for number 3 that's not gonna completely give it away. How about AFC? I'll give you a little bit of a hint.
I don't think this guy's been around long enough, but Patrick Surtain Jr.
Is he a free agent this year?
He actually is 36th.
Yeah, they don't.
Nobody throws at him. Kind of like McDuffie. Like he's not. Yeah, nobody throws at him.
Right.
Hot sauce. I kind of had the same thing. Like I don't think they throw at him enough for him to get picked.
What about Howard the Duck?
Yeah.
X.
Xavier Howard.
Talking about my boy Xavier, former Baylor Bear. That would be number 3.
Xavier
Howard. Former Baylor Bear.
Gotcha.
So That was I figured that was an interesting list. You know,
right?
the highest linebacker on the list is Bobby Wagner.
Holy cow!
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Who do you guys think? I asked this on Twitter today because I'm a little confused right now. Who's the best quarterback in the league right now?
Say it again.
Warner?
Who's the best QB? Who's number one? Who's QB
Quarterback?
one in the
I'm actually gonna shock you with my answer, and yeah, I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but Joe Burrow is my number one quarterback, and it's not even close.
I mean, there's statements to be made for Burrow.
Yeah, I can't knock that.
Man,
because
Number
I'm
one
putting
quarterback in
the
football
list
right now?
together. I was putting the list together like for the channel and like what we're gonna talk, and I'm really struggling to pick one. There's about 6. There's a case to be made for 6. It's not as simple as saying Mahomes. You could say Mahomes still, but I don't really know.
I mean, I'll tell you this
because he's hurt.
I'll tell you this.
Because he's hurt.
Yeah.
Rav, I'll tell you this right off the top of my head right now. My top 5 quarterbacks going into 2026 are 1, Joe Burrow, 2, Matthew Stafford, 3, Josh Allen, 4, Patty Mahomes, 5, Justin Herbert.
You never know what a gun in the wrong hands can do.
But you can't put Mahomes in there because he's not going to be playing opening day.
Yeah, you will.
I think he's going to be playing.
I don't think he is.
Right.
And I don't think he's going to be 100%. I can't put him top 5. I can't.
I really don't. I'm honestly, I really don't. I'm really. Some saying Matt Stafford is QB1 right now, if anybody. But I don't know. I don't think you can say Lamar,
but that depends.
Or Josh Allen.
It depends who. Well, it depends who his receiver is. I mean, if Puka is out for any length of time, then Stafford really only has Devontae Adams and a cast of characters.
Puka's gone,
which is going to affect Stafford's, rating on that list. I'll tell you true. I mean, if you let's just call it the way. And I realize this is probably going to get me a little bit of heat, but I would probably go Burrow. I'd probably go Burrow, Allen, Darnold.
Wait, time out. Okay.
Jackson, Sunshine, and Herbert.
By the way, I know you guys may think I'm crazy. Lamar Jackson does not make my top 10 quarterbacks going into 2026. And I'm ready for all your responses.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'd have him in top 10.
Top 10. Top 10 is a little out of line.
Honestly, from what I've seen with Lamar in last year, and I don't have him top 10. I have him behind. I could name 11 or 12 quarterbacks better than Lamar with me.
Absolutely.
Oh, no.
And Jalen Hurts is not one of them either.
Lamar Jackson was pretty much injured all last year, outside of the first game in Buffalo.
Michael.
And he still played better than a lot of the quarterbacks in the league. Even though
I've got Lamar at 5. You got Herbert and Dak 6 and 7.
I mean, the QPR fell like 12 points. The passer range dropped 16 points. I mean, he threw more picks than he did in 2024, despite playing in just 13 games. Not good.
Not as good. That's still top 10. The numbers you're looking at, though. I mean, I don't think so. There's 10 quarterbacks better than Lamar.
Yes.
I don't think so.
This isn't fantasy. This is who I want starting on my team.
Well, there's not 10 guys I'd rather have in Pittsburgh than Lamar. There's not.
You want me to name 10 guys I would rather have them all right now? Okay. The three, Herbert and Mahomes, Stafford, Jaden Daniels, thank you. Trevor, Drake May. Did I say Allen?
Mm-hmm.
One of the NFC North quarterbacks. I'm debating either Jordan Love or Caleb Williams. I think I have Jordan Love leading that cast right now.
You wouldn't have either one of them.
Rich, you gotta re-comment. You gotta let Michael know if he can do that.
Okay.
I think you can change your name. I think Paul changed his.
That's how I changed to the baseball guru.
Dude, someone just tried trading me on Victoria's Secrets.
Yeah, that's him.
The Victoria's Secret trade.
That's the one that yeah.
Did Victoria's Secret trade you Sydney Sweeney, Adam?
Okay.
No, I probably would have accepted.
Yeah, you couldn't. There's no way I couldn't put Love or.
Yes.
At least put.
I know you guys aren't going to put Caleb Williams. I know that. So yeah, you don't have to say.
I wouldn't have anybody in the NFC North ahead of him.
I don't think you could put Herbert. I don't know where this regard for Herbert comes from either. This guy's never gotten out of the first round. We're at year 7.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with coaching, but I would put him. I'm not. I mean, that's why I say I had Herbert right below Jackson on my list. Would I want Burrow ahead of him? Yes. At this minute, would I want Allen ahead of him? Yes. Would I take Sunshine ahead of him right now? Yeah. With the year he had last year, yes.
That's my problem. I'm not a Lawrence believer still. As good as he was, I still see it at times where he's kind of like, kind of like Bo Nix. He's good at times when he needs to be good, but he's not consistent enough.
I don't know.
Have him up there.
I don't know. Trevor Lawrence went on the road.
That was a dumb trade. That was a dumb trade. I would not. I don't care if he's on my IL or not. Rooker's a good player, Dylan.
And by the way, Rav, who was the only team to beat a healthy Bronco offense last year? That was in Denver, and that was Trevor.
I think he was fantastic last year. I just don't think I'm not convinced that this is who he is every year. I'm still not.
I mean, maybe Liam Cohen is his knight in shining armor for all we know. I don't know.
I can't ever remember thinking of a time where it's been for me this hard to figure out. Like who's the best quarterback in the league?
I think
in recent years, certainly.
I think the toughest part with these AFC quarterbacks is that the AFC quarterbacks are better than their teams. I think we would all agree that, Josh Allen's on merit is probably the best quarterback in football right now, but the Bills are not the best team in football. They're not better than the Rams. The Seahawks are probably not even better than the Lions for all we know.
Here's a name none of you said, Sam Darnold. He just held the Lombardi Trophy. None of you said he's.
And Sam Darnold in my top 10.
I said Sam Darnold at 3. I said I had Darnold at 3.
Yeah, Darnold at 3. I mean, you got to look at that.
Burrow. I got Burrow, Allen, Darnold, Sunshine, Lamar. Then I got Herbert, Dak, Stafford, May, and Nix right behind you.
This is I can't ever remember being like having it. It's hard to figure out.
I don't think you're right. I think you're right. There's not this quarterback is head and shoulders above of everybody else in the league. It's not. You can't make a case for any quarterback in football right now. that is head and shoulders better than anybody else.
Oh, I've got a not a sports trivia question, but do you know which president that was assassinated on this day 161 years ago?
What?
161 years ago?
Today.
1865.
I wasn't born yet.
Oh, I was gonna say, was that the day Ty Cobb?
Neither was I.
Was that the day Ty Cobb stabbed someone, killed someone, and went 3 for 4?
No,
I believe this was the day Lincoln went to the movies and never came back.
correct. The Ford's Theater.
I thought he said athlete. I thought he said what athlete. When do we go
By the
from?
way, it's only.
And
By
now,
the way, Mike, it's only Mike. It's by the way, I'm answering Mike real quick. Mike, it's only freaking Tuesday, dude. A lot of stuff can happen between now and Sunday.
And by the way, sources have told me that the New York Jets will give up 5 first-round picks and Sidney Sweeney for Fernando Mendoza.
I saw
then
a
I can watch
trade.
him do that 1-year bust like I think he's gonna be.
I saw a trade possibility that, knowing Jerry Jones, he would do
Miles Garrett.
just because he's a dope.
Oh Lord, here we go.
It was both ones this year, Dak, and next year's one for the number 1 pick.
I don't think there's anything that you could do to get the Raiders off the number 1 pick. I believe your side, Rich, where Jerry Jones would do anything. Jerry Jones is the new Al Davis. Lord only knows. Like, I got no clue what Jerry Jones is ever thinking. Like, but I don't think the Raiders are that correct. I don't think the Raiders is anything you're gonna do to go ahead and do that.
Right.
I think
I think you're right.
immediately Clint Kubiak would quit. Like, if they were to do that.
Hey guys,
I don't know though.
I am bugging out.
I'm about to
bugging
bug out.
Oh,
Just
I got. Wow, it's 9:30. Yeah, I got to bug out myself.
I'm not.
okay.
bugging out.
So we're gonna shut up shop for the night.
Yeah.
Okay. So Rich and Adam are gonna have their Steel City.
Steel City Sports Talk tomorrow night,
Sports
9
Talk tomorrow
p.m.
night
Eastern.
at 9:00 Eastern, 8:00 Central. Marcus, I think you have a show coming out 10:00 Eastern, 9:00 Central, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Charles, what do you have coming up this week?
Ravery Sports Podcast Wednesday night at 8:00 on the Ravery Sports Channel, right around 11:00 on Driving to the Top. NFL Tiers
Later,
is going to
Michael.
be there this week.
And then yours truly has
Mike.
got another mock draft coming out Thursday night, 8:00.
Sweet. But all right. You can get me at Driving to the Top Productions on YouTube, at Sports Talking It on Twitter, and at McNally on Facebook, which we're not live on tonight for some reason. But anyway, I just saw that. Anyway, Rich, I'm out. Have a good night, guys. Rich, I'll see you tomorrow night, boys. We'll do it again
Yeah,
next
man.
Tuesday.
Absolutely. Look, man. Yeah, tomorrow night, Adam and I, Steel City Sports Talk at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. And, Monday night we do Fans Chow the Diamond, baseball talk. Monday, I promise, Two Tire Change will be back. And then Saturday, Marcus and I are going to be doing a little WrestleMania starting at 9 a.m. Central, 10 Eastern. So check us out for that. But outside of that, boys, I am out of here.
Yep, and I'm looking at what we all just said. Yelich just placed on 10-day IL. I didn't remember typing that.
You mean Yelich?
Yeah, whatever. Yelich. I'm at Dirty South ENT _ Yep, I got tomorrow night, less than 24 hours. I'll be going live on The Go on YouTube, Facebook, X. And then I'm hopping on that Macapalooza thing Jeremy invited me to on his show.
I think that's next week.
I thought that was tomorrow.
No, that's next week.
Okay, well then next Wednesday I will be pulling double duty. Go live on the
By
go.
the way, next week, I forgot to mention, next week, the Driving to Production School will be having our annual 2026 mock draft. So if somebody wants a long snapper in the first round, go right ahead.
So I got that tomorrow night. I have an audio episode dropping Thursday for Cajun Turnbuckle podcast I did with Sean. We talked WrestleMania 30. I mentioned that last night. And then, like Rich said, Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 Central, we're doing our WrestleMania prediction show for Cajun Turnbuckle, myself and Rich. That's all I got for this week. And then with the draft next week already, I'm going to be busy as hell. Got now 2 mock drafts to be a part of next week. This one and the Mockapalooza. So I got to get that ready since I got 7 days to prepare for that now. And if anyone does a watch along, I might hop in, but you might laugh of how my setup is because I literally set all my shit up. I got my Saints replicas in the front. I'm in my Saints jersey. I'm drinking beer in a Saints cup. Like I'm head to toe like I'm at it's fucking game day for the draft. And I at least do it for Thursday and Friday. I don't do it for Saturday.
By the way, Marcus, who do you want the Saints to draft next week?
Well, we already got our running back. Sorry. I want Carnell Tate at wide receiver.
I think he'll be gone by the time you're on the clock.
We're going to get a receiver eventually. But if we don't get him, I don't know. Let me see who is top receivers available.
Do you want
it. All right. So if we don't get Carnell Tate, I'll either take Jordan Tyson from Arizona State or give me Amari Cooper Jr. from Indiana.
Why not Mekhi Lemon? He's better than either one of them.
He'll probably be gone.
No, he won't. He'll be there at 8.
Denzel Boston wouldn't be bad either. They're gonna draft a Big Ten guy either way. So Carnell, Denzel, Lemon, or Cooper. One of them is going to go to the Saints. They love drafting their Big Ten guys, especially if they're from Ohio State. And I despise Ohio State.
Hey, LSU beat Ohio State in the Dome.
Yeah, and I'm an honorary Michigan fan. Go Blue. I'm an honorary Auburn fan when it's Iron Bowl week. But we're the real Tigers of the SEC.
What's going to happen when Lane Kiffin goes back to Ole Miss this year?
They ain't got the money in cap to get his ass back. His buyout.
He's going to be Benedict Arnold, right?
His buyout is double Ed Ogeron's. So, but I'm out for the night. I got to finish watching TV shows.
All right, for Marcus and everybody, this is Dylan signing off for Open Sports Mic.